yourself.
Does 1 year at being 4 years old make a difference from being in kindergarten at 5
You
years
go
old?
to preschool at 3. I went to.
Do you go to preschool?
I was
at
at
3?
preschool for
I was
2
under the
years.
impression it was at 4, but if it's at 3,
It's
I
a
mean,
year, bro. Like,
yeah. Does it make
three
that
or
big of
4.
a difference? In my opinion, at least.
I mean, I feel like those are the developmental stages for
I guess. Yeah.
children anyway. So that
From
was a big part to kids' lives.
5 to 9 years old, I say, is like the big developing. From 10, they have like kind of a big picture of their personality already, I think, for 10 years old.
I guess so.
Because at 10 years old, you kind of already know what a kid's habits are. You know if the motherfucker got ADHD or not. You know
Is
if
that when you found out you had ADHD?
yeah, I found out when I was 10.
That's fucked up.
5th grade.
What?
No, it's just true.
What are you talking about?
Did you think of it as a fucked up like statement?
Right, like, you think I'm talking shit to him?
Would you have said that like talking shit?
I know who he is, so
No,
like
cool.
I
It's
know.
Cool. It's cool. It's cool.
We talked about it.
we did.
So
The viewers remember too.
yeah.
What?
What was the point of this whole conversation?
He was talking about like he thinks 5 to 9 is like the developmental
Yeah,
years.
that's
I'm
what I
like,
was
I think younger is probably like
Younger,
more.
right?
Yeah, I think
But, like-
younger is like you just
No,
don't
like those are
realize
like
it.
the developing years of socializing and like kind of having an idea of this if like
who
I said
you are,
who you are,
who
yeah.
a kid is, what
from
what
like
they
0 to fucking 4. What are you learning? You're learning how to
You
walk.
don't remember.
you don't have
shit.
a-
You don't remember shit.
Yeah, I don't
from
think
that
you
like
point.
what the hell are you?
You don't form. I don't think you like.
I think it's
actually remember shit at till 5.
It's like
I remember my first
yeah,
memory.
I think
at
it's
like
five.
3.
It's like 4 if you're.
I have my first memory from when I was 3.
What is it?
No. So you.
What is it?
My
Oh,
first
yeah.
memory?
Yeah.
Continue.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Maybe somebody just kept telling you.
No.
No.
I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I remember.
That's
Go ahead.
go.
I was like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up out of my parents' bed from like a nap or some shit, and I swear to God, this is when I gained consciousness for the first time.
You saw a demon.
No, bruh. I knew I was wearing diapers.
Wait.
So I woke up in my.
3 or
Yes,
4?
I did. I
Get
swear.
the fuck
Yes,
outta
I
here,
did.
nigga.
Please let me
Not
fin-
know
can I
what
finish?
diapers
Can I finish?
were.
Can I finish?
Okay, continue.
So I was 3 or 4. I remember we were living in like a 2-bedroom apartment. So it was running to the living room took me like 10 seconds. So I woke up and I was like,
You was running into the living room.
so listen, I was like, why the fuck am I still wearing diapers? I promise on everything. Listen, please. I'm not joking. And
Somebody take this nigga mic.
Continue.
everyone's heard me.
Continue.
I run to my parents and I'm like, Mom, Dad, in Spanish, obviously. I don't know fucking English.
Say it in Spanish.
No, because you don't fucking know what I'm
I do
saying.
know you.
No, you don't. So I'm like, Mom, Dad, why the I didn't say fuck, but I was like,
He said, "Why the fuck?"
I was like, why am I still wearing diapers? That's the only thing I asked. That's the only thing I remember. That was my first memory of my life.
I'm gonna assume that that's a dream.
No,
I'm gonna
bruh.
assume that that's a dream.
I've had this conversation with my parents. I'm like, this was my first memory.
I don't believe you.
What's your first? At what age do you think you had your first memory?
I honestly don't remember my first memory.
How come we don't remember coming out of like?
Maybe that's a Hispanic
Your
thing
br-
then.
So I think your brain doesn't really like
Your brain
consider
doesn't-
that important to like your hippocampus hasn't fully developed,
Yeah.
which
If
is
it-
like
I think the part of your brain that is a part of the short term or long term memory shit isn't fully developed at that point.
Yeah.
So you're not able to like form memories
our brains
or
are like
store your memories.
our brains are like fucking this small or however fuck they are. They're like tiny as shit.
Yeah, they're still developing at that point. Our brains are still developing right now. Actually,
Even right now.
Yeah.
You think so? For
We're
real?
at 25.
Dead ass? Till 25. So like, what is developing though?
So
Frontal lobe.
the frontal lobe.
So what? Like, what is the frontal lobe control?
Decision making, like rationale risk making, like risk management.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Would
That's
you
why
have?
niggas died at 20.
Would you have made the same decision? Like,
no, what?
if you looked at a certain like situation at 18 and like you look at it now, do you think you'd look at it at a different perspective?
Definitely.
I think so too.
Most,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I was got.
I mean, that's why we get older and we find ways to.
But
make
This is
better
hella.
decisions.
Has anyone played Detroit Become Human?
No. I've
Yeah,
seen,
yeah,
I've seen
I have.
I've seen like gameplay.
Do you think you would have made the same decisions that you did when you were like when it first came out in 2016?
Absolutely.
it came out?
You
2000
do?
Absolutely.
I'm playing that game with Gabby right. I played it already when I was in 2016. I'm playing
Detroit becomes human.
Becoming
Detroit
human.
Becoming
It's
Human.
about
That came
AI. This AI who
In
gains,
Detroit?
like consciousness.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is in Detroit.
He gains consciousness and he makes his own decisions
But you,
instead of like going.
But you're
by
the AI.
Yeah, you're the AI,
And you're making the decisions.
for him.
so like I look at myself sometimes playing that game now, like with Gabby. Gabby's making like I'm letting Gabby make all the decisions, but I'm kind of like looking at him maybe because I already played it too.
What's the goal of the fucking game?
It's just a story. It's just however you tell the story.
It's like a role, like you're like a RPG. You ever heard of like anything like that?
I
Like
mean,
A
Kinda.
role playing game.
Fucking grenade. I mean rocket launcher.
It's a good ass game. If you never played it, you should play it.
It's like I don't know
Yeah,
if
it is
Skyrim
great.
is like that. Is Skyrim like that?
I've
Like you
never
make
played
choices.
Skyrim.
Not
Have you
all.
played
No.
Fallout?
No.
Detroit Become Human is probably, I don't know if maybe the most, in my opinion, it's the most interactive game. Like where you actually base whatever the fuck
So
story
it's
you
I'm
want.
like
sure there's
so
better.
it's almost like Bandersnatch.
Bro, there's like 100 different
Yeah.
endings to that game.
Yeah.
There's like 100 different endings to that game,
Huh.
depending on the choices that you make.
Damn, that's a lot.
It really is.
That's like the.
It's good as fuck. Y'all should play it. Detroit Become Human. Shout out. Sponsor
Yeah.
us.
Why
I
is it?
played
In,
it.
why is it in Detroit?
I don't fucking know.
That's what they did it.
They just named that shit.
It's that nigga,
Big
Gabby
Sean?
finally first, like, I forgot his name too.
Jesse,
Yeah.
little light skinned nigga.
With the beautiful eyes. I mean, the nice eyes.
Yeah.
The one
from
that went to
General
jail?
Hospital, from Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy,
From
yes.
Grey's Anatomy.
The light skinned nigga.
Yeah. With the
He's-
short
Like
He's
the
in
sexy
the-
motherfucker.
he's
Wait,
I
in the
mean,
game.
was
yeah.
he
the
the-
main character.
Was he the one that went?
It's based after him.
Yes.
For real?
He's
yeah,
the main
it's
character.
based
Yep.
after him.
That's dope.
Was he the one that went to jail like that long
Yeah,
time
I
ago?
don't
Everybody was
fucking
like freaking out about him.
No.
But yeah, that
No, it
game's
wasn't
good as
him.
fuck. But to the point, yes, like I agree. Like I didn't know that, but now that I think about it, like you do fucking keep developing even after 18, because the decisions I fucking made at 18 compared to like if I think back at it, I'm like I'm not that much fucking older, 4 years older, but I'm like damn, like
Yeah, you're not necessarily smarter, but you're like more. Like
you think
in-
that's forever though? Do you think you keep like I know your brain technically doesn't keep developing, but do you think
As a person, yeah, you're always grown. Well, no.
Your brain start to rot. That's why you die.
Hell
man.
yeah. After like I want to say like midway through, you're dying for the rest of your life.
As of right
I
now,
want to say
nigga,
like 30.
no as of 25?
No.
No.
after 25.
That's what
I
they
think it's
said?
like 30, 32.
I would say
35.
I would say probably 40 is when it starts to degrade.
After 40, you're on a
assuming.
decline.
Like you start dying.
That shit's scary.
Unless, like,
that
if
shit
you-
don't scare
no,
y'all?
I think that's only if people let
It's part
it.
of life.
I think that's if people let
I'm
it
here.
go though.
You're not scared of it?
Terrified.